This is a dangerous storm. This storm is almost a quarter-mile wide.
This is pretty extreme damage here, folks.
I've got winds rotating in this thing at 120 miles an hour. Take cover now. From a meteorological standpoint, this is a very impressive storm. So we're getting an update on this storm pretty much every 2 to 3 minutes. We're on the air right now warning you that you need to be prepared to take cover. We've got a storm that has been spinning in one place consistently. I was going for 88 degrees, had to bump it down to 87, and I'll show you why. As a 451, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado is located 5 miles to the northwest of Sulphur, and it's moving to the east at 25 miles an hour. Again, this is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. These are the words of the National Weather Service, and we share those words sincerely. A dangerous tornado is on the ground. It is just to the south of Iona. That also means that the storm is about 5 miles to the northwest of Sulphur, and it's moving off to the east at 25 miles an hour, which would mean Oak Grove and Rolfe is going to be in line with that. Now take a look at this. This is an incredible view, live shot of this storm and the lowering of the wall cloud. That's what you're looking at right there, lowering of the wall cloud into that very dark area back in there, back over by the logo.
This is a monster, Tom. This thing is a monster. This thing is just a monster.
This is much bigger than the storm that was heading for Joy, and so I can't stress enough that you need to be taking cover now.
This is a deadly tornado coming your way. Take your precautions. Meteorologist Tom Hale, go over those again if you would while we look at this on radar.
Yeah, bottom line is that you want to put yourself in the safest place of your house, and that happens to be with as many walls protecting you from the exterior part of the storm. And so you want to be in a central room, a first floor if you can, and you want to be possibly a closet or a bathroom. And by the way, if you've got baseball helmets and stuff like that, or you've got bicycle helmets and stuff, drag them in with you. And head into that safe place, which is a centralized room, closet, away from all of the exterior walls. And again, this is one of those tempting things where you're able to see the tornado a good distance away. You'll be surprised. Those tornadoes move faster than you would notice. You might find yourself standing outside looking at it when you find you don't have time to get into your safe place. So this is the time to corral the entire family. And now I've got an updated couplet speed on this particular storm, Steve. I've got winds rotating in this thing at 120 miles an hour. That couplet of the bright green and the bright red is 120 mile an hour winds. This is a tornado. We've had reports of it on the ground. We've had reports of power flashes. And we've got a couple couplets that are just to the north as well that I'm looking at. Steve, move that confirmed tornado close to 35 off a little bit to the east and near Jollyville, and you're going to see another couplet starting to appear right along this. So there may be 2 different circulations associated with this.
You're right, and that's why folks anywhere from Davis southward all the way to Rayford and Doentry need to be in their place of safety.
Yeah, if you take a look at Doppler 12, we've got it in storm scan mode. So what that means is that we're using Doppler 12 to scan a small sector of this particular storm. And because of that, we're repeating the echo and the beam over the same area. So we're getting an update on this storm pretty much every 2 to 3 minutes on it. Fannin County and also the eastern half of Grayson County are experiencing torrential rains, as well as the southern half of Bryan County. Here's where the heaviest rain, according to Doppler 12, are falling basically from Platter to Preston, back down to Cedar Mills, back up toward Powell and up toward Medill. Now, here's what we're looking at. We've got a storm that has been spinning in one place consistently, and it's moved from Kemp to Bells and is now moving along the Red River. We currently have reports, confirmed reports of flooding at the intersection of 691 and Texoma Parkway. That is over by the hospital. And also 503, Spur 503 and 91 are impassable. Stay away from this area. The areas in bright red that you see here happen to represent confirmed rainfall amounts of over 3 inches of rain. Radar indicated, and we've confirmed it with reporters in the scene. And so heavy rain is falling across parts of Texoma, both Fannin County, also Grayson County, and Bryan County underneath flash flood watches, and being extended to all of Grayson County right now until 4 o'clock this afternoon. So it is, again, the most dangerous situation that you can find for a tornado. It's not out in the countryside and you can see it hanging down. It's wrapped within rain and the sun is going down. It's getting dark outside, and for that reason we're on the air right now warning you that you need to be prepared to take cover. This is a high probability. This tornado is on the ground right now. It may lift up inside that rain. It may drop back down. You're not going to see it, so you need to be in your safe place at your home. And so if you happen to be located in Roundsville, it's going to be upon you in about 6 to 7 minutes. If you're just a little bit up the road and you are in Wally, it's going to be 8:03. I have to stress that you're going to want to take cover at this time. Again, the second storm, we don't have a confirmation that it's on the ground, but we have strong rotation associated with it. And at this point, even though the probability counter does not indicate that it should be on the ground, the National Weather Service and our radar has documented this rotation. We see the hook echo out here. And so a warning is in effect, and that warning will go until 8:30. So again, if you're in Jonathan, if you're in Clark, if you are over here in Fruitdale, or even if you're on the fringe of this in Vinegar Bend, at this point, you need to be taking cover and going to that safe place in your home. It truly has been a beautiful day. This is the sky in the middle of the morning, around 11 o'clock. And just take a look at the rich blue colors in the sky. Now, we're looking off from the Sherman Tower Cam right here above the station off to the west. And we do get high, thin clouds starting to stream their way in, and a stray low-level cloud. But this is the way it is outside right now. And these are still very high, thin clouds. Not going to have any real effect on our weather. But these clouds will thicken up by morning, and it may have a difference in our high temperature tomorrow. I was going for 88 degrees, had to bump it down to 87, and I'll show you why. Here's what we're looking at. To begin with, you can see those clouds marching their way in across Texoma at this time. And you can see the showers that are out here. Well, there's more showers behind that, and they're going to get darn close to Texoma and then die out. And they'll leave behind some kind of, let's call them cruddy little clouds floating their way across here in the morning hours, and that might limit the chance that we will warm up as fast. So we may have a day just like today. Oh, nobody's going to complain with that. I hear that. So temperature-wise, by 9 o'clock, 80 degrees. By noon, around 90. And then the heat really kicks in for a high of 85 degrees with heat indexes, the way the temperature affects our body, adding in humidity, of 98 to 103. Then overnight, we cool down to still a muggy 74 degrees. And tomorrow, even warmer. And the same on Tuesday, 98 degrees. And add in the humidity, it's going to feel like 105 to 109. So if you're working outdoors or doing anything, take frequent breaks, wear light-fitting clothing, light-colored clothing, and drink lots of water. Well, we've been celebrating veterans all weekend long, and the weather has been just perfect for it. TMC Tower Cam, brought to you by Glen Polk Autoplex Supercenter, Gainesville. Look at this. The sun has just set, and there's colors starting out in the sky. Over the next half an hour, we'll have some beautiful sky colors. But remember, the moon is already up, so the supermoon is on the rise. Of course, the moon closer, so it's going to be brighter. But today, we had a little upper level low, and you can see it spinning on the water vapor imagery. This is the kind of stuff that gets weather guys excited, because actually all it did was make a few clouds. You can see those clouds spinning. Most of us never saw what we saw on the water vapor imagery, and so that low is really nothing to concern ourselves with. The big story is this high pressure system that's moving its way in. Wednesday, it'll be parked over us. It'll be kind of like that dome of high pressure where temperatures will jump up to at least 78 degrees, and I think some places could be pushing 79, maybe 80 degrees. Record temperatures are anywhere from 82 to 85 degrees. And so we're going to be near record high temperatures until this trough of low pressure on the west coast kicks off a cold front from Canada, which will blow its way in here Thursday into Friday. That'll drop our temperatures back into the 30s for lows, and highs struggling to make it out of the 50s as we go on into the weekend ahead.
From the Weather Authority, here's Tom Hale.
Well, you know what? Let me give you an idea what's going on here. We've got a tower cam shot that happens to be from last night, and the reason is that my weather computer is completely locked up. But that's okay. I've only got a minute and a half to tell you what the weather's going to be. So here's the deal. Tonight at midnight, you're going to want to, or earlier, to turn your clocks back for a total of 1 hour, okay? That gives you an extra hour of sleep. Then combine that with the fact that tomorrow morning we're going to start off kind of cool, about 58 degrees, but clouds will move their way in throughout the day. We'll go from mostly sunny to mostly cloudy, and then tomorrow night into Monday, we've got a 70% chance of rain. From there, that rain tapers off on election day. You need to go out and vote. Skies are going to be cloudy all day. And then as we head through the rest of the week, we clear out and we start to warm up. Hey, we've got a lot more News 12 coming up, so don't go away.
Give me that basketball.
No, we're minions, and we're tougher than you.
Give me that basketball.
No, Stormtroop.
Oh, hey. Hi, this is Tom Hale, and we are down at the Walmart in Denison collecting for Toys for Tots. Sorry, folks, it was a little slow down here. We had a small number of toys, but we're starting to pick up more toys. We've got a goal of 20,000 toys to collect. And you know why? Because there's parents out there right now worrying about the fact that they're trying to put food on the table, much less have toys for Christmas for their kids. So this year, one of the things that you can do is come down and you can bring a toy for a tot, or you can make a cash donation, write a check. Any of those things are going to help some of the kids. We want 3 toys per kid. And the most important thing about this is that tonight you're going to be able to make a difference in someone's life. Come on down, visit us, and bring a toy for the tot at the Walmart in Denison.